Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of Viewers Go Scambaiting, a scambait submitted by a viewer. My viewer introduced this conversation. She said, actually, I would have loved to do some scambaiting myself, but I was married to a covert narcissist. I thought scambaiting might trigger me at some point, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is something to be aware of. Be careful if you decide that you want to go into scambaiting. If you've had some previously bad experiences, think long and hard about whether it's the right thing for you to do. On the other hand, she said, my relationship also made me develop, let's call it, a BS detector. And after I accepted a friend request on Facebook a week ago, I soon found out I was talking to a scammer. I have no idea whether my conversation with him is worth to make it a video, but I still would like to share it. He claimed to be from the US, which made me suspicious right after a few messages, because I saw some grammar and spelling mistakes a native speaker certainly wouldn't make. It's also interesting that he told me to be in security, and he didn't come up with the usual sob story about his wife or parents. I must confess, what he told me was totally believable, so you're right, scammers are learning and adapting. I think my scammer has been one of the more experienced ones, which is the main reason why I wanted to share my conversation. The scammer was very confident and very arrogant as well. He obviously thought every single woman over 40 is easy prey when you tell her she's beautiful and you love her. He even tried to call me, but didn't try again after he realised my English was quite well. My viewer is German. It's also possible that he runs a scam as a female too. His timeline was full of pictures of a young lady named Sarah showing off her boobs. Every picture of her tagged about 100 male Facebook members. After he told me I was asking too many questions, I was convinced I was talking to a scammer, so I started winding him up. As a result, he used all his skills like love bombing and emotional blackmail on me, but it all backfired on him. In the end, he basically told me to shut up, so I did. I suppose he's still waiting for me to contact him and say I'm sorry, or something like that. My message to your viewers is don't let those scumbags get away with making you feel small or guilty for questioning them. Instead, call them out for it. So, drum roll, she said. Meet Morris Mile. Enjoy. Hi, he said. Hey, said my viewer. How are you? Good morning, he asked. Good afternoon, said my viewer. I'm fine. And you? I'm fine, he said. Where are you from? Are you a ghost? Are you a German? What kind of question is that? Asked my viewer. If I was a ghost, I wouldn't type here, would I? Yes, she said. I am German. Your picture, he said. That's why I ask so. Don't pick an offence, okay? I'm sorry. I design book covers, she said. This is one of my creations. Okay, so can I ask for a favour? He said. Depends, said my viewer. What you look like. I mean, your picture. Can I see one? So, she asked, you're American. Yes. Where are you based? Eddystone, Pennsylvania, he said. Autocorrection is giving me a hard time, said my viewer, as you'll see as we go through the video, was struggling, probably with the small keyboard on a phone. Never heard of it, she said. What about you? It's a state, he said. I'm in Mannheim, Germany. Eddystone is where I'm from, he said. Okay, good. Are you a woman? Of course, she said. I mean, Eddystone. I know Pennsylvania. Well, ask Google then, he said. I've never heard of Eddystone, she said. So, can I see a picture of you, please? Why would I ask Google, she said. I don't send pics to random people on the internet. Well, she can tell you more. Please, I just want to know how you look. Google is a she? Asked my viewer. That's news to me. Yes, of course, he said. Everything's new to you. Why, to me it's a she. What do you mean by that? Replied my viewer, in reply to him saying everything is new to you. LOL, he said. Eddystone is new to you. Google being she is new to you. LOL. By the way, said my viewer, my pic is on my Facebook page. Just search for it. Well, he said. Are you some kind of nutcase? Asked my viewer, or just making fun out of me? I'd like to see a new one, he said. LOL, that's how I am. Always joking. I didn't change, she said. Forgive me. Yeah, how you look now, please. I'm a gentleman. A gentleman wouldn't say something like that, replied my viewer. LOL, I am, he said. That's very rude. said my viewer. Perfect guy, he said. I'm sorry. Do you think I gained £250? She asked. Why? I don't understand, he said. We're not talking about money here. Wait, dimwit, replied my viewer. What? He asked. Go away, said my viewer. If you don't respect me, I don't want to talk to you. I'm sorry. But why did you say this to me? I didn't wrong you, he said. Yeah, I'm on my way home now anyway. I need to calm down, she said. Okay, did you have a bad day? Tell me, are you single? I didn't have a bad day, said my viewer. I just consider it very rude to tell a lady her picture is no good any more. Seems like you think I gained £350 and became an old witch. My husband and I are separated for 1.5 years now. I left him because he cheated on me after 20 years. Your profile says you live in North Carolina. Which one is true? She said, channeling several of my characters. LOL, he said. No, I don't think so. In reply to her, telling him it was rude to tell a lady her picture's no good any more. Yeah, that's where I live all my life. Relocated from New York. Oh, that's the third place. Sorry, he said. Wait, you're now in Pennsylvania or now in North Carolina? LOL, he said. You're funny. I relocated to Pennsylvania. Don't mean to be, she said, in reply to him saying she was funny. I'm trying to make sense out of what you're telling me. You said you live where? He asked. Don't you bother to read? I'm in Germany, said my viewer. I do. I know where you're from. Have you not relocated before? And in reply to her saying, wait, you're now in Pennsylvania or now in Carolina, he replied, I'm not a ghost or a celebrity. And you're telling me this because, she asked, I know you're not a ghost, I'm talking to a person. Yes, so I relocated, that's all. Yes, what? Asked my viewer. You know, I love your chat, said our idiotic scammer. You relocated for work or for what reason? She asked. I left because I have to. And in reply to him saying, I love your chat, she said, I wish I was able to return the compliment. Why? He asked. You don't like how I talk? Family stuff. I got divorced, so I left the city. I needed to leave. And in reply to him saying, you don't like how I talk, my viewer replied, no, because you're giving me vague answers or none at all. Okay, ask any question, he said. I will be plain, Plane. No more jokes. Why did you get divorced? She asked. Well, she wanted new things, and she thinks I'm not supporting her enough, so the love died. What do you do for a living? Asked my viewer. I want to ask you something, he said. Why all this question? I'm currently working as a security, now hoping I see something good enough to do. You just told me I could ask you anything, she said, so when you wrote this, you didn't mean it, she said, copying the bit where he'd said, OK, ask any questions. I mean it, but don't you think it's too much? Yet you can't answer mine, or do what I asked you. I begged for a picture. I told you I didn't change, said my viewer. But send a new picture, he said. That's all. It's all I ask. And which question did I not answer? She said. Fast forward, dear, he said. You asked where I'm from and whether I'm single, so both answered. What else? Picture? No. Also answered. If that's a deal breaker for you, so be it. I don't send pics to random men on the internet. OK, I understand you. What are you doing now? Talking to you. What are you doing? Same. I'm on a night shift. So tell me, how old are you? I'm 46, said my viewer. Will you tell me your age, or is that too much question already? No, I'm younger, he said. 42. I will like to establish a good relationship with you. I'm sorry I left. I was on a call. What kind of relationship? She asked. Well, man and a woman kind of relationship. But I want us to calm down and understand each other. You have the final say in all this, please. Well, the man-woman relationship, as you put it, is hardly possible with us being thousands of miles apart. Right, said my viewer. It's not impossible, he said. We can do it. It's just a matter of time. We can fall for each other. I don't think I want a man in my life who thinks I'm asking too many questions, said my viewer. Okay, I'm sorry for saying that. Or a man who doesn't respect it when I tell him no. No about what? He asked. Pictures, said my viewer. Okay, it's cool. I'm just getting to know you. I will try as much as I can to respect you. Okay, I really want this to work. And instead of asking questions, we're getting to know a person by, what? A crystal ball? The children in your profile pic, are they yours? Yes, he said. Do you have any? No, said my viewer. Okay. Do you want to have? He asked. Not very kind of you, she said. I'm 46, remember? I'd prefer you to pay a little more attention to things I tell you. And what about that Sarah girl who's flooding your timeline? You know her? No, he said. I guess she's a scammer. We don't talk. Oh, really? Said my viewer. Why don't you block her? We don't talk, he said. I have a lot of them. Oh, well, if you want that. Sarah what? Done, he said. I didn't say I want that. I was just wondering why you put up with it. I mean, she has nice boobs, and men will always be men. LOL, he said, you're funny. Well, I'm not like those men. I want something real, not just any girl. Trust me, said my viewer, all men are like those men at some point. Been there, done that. Okay, you're not wrong, he said. But I know what I want, a real woman who I can live happily with, and I want to do that with you. Mitch, talk to me. I want to make it real with you. He tried calling her. Talk to me. Hi, he said. I was busy. I took the trash out, she said. Okay, so reply my message. I want to love you. That's a bit deep after just a few texts, said my viewer. Okay, I know, but I need to do it before you fall for someone else. And why would that be a bad thing? She asked. To me, it's a disappointment, he said. I won't want that, so just understand me. Actually, she said, I don't understand you. To meet a woman close to your hometown would be more convenient for you and your kids. So why are you reaching out to someone on another continent? This doesn't make sense to me. Sorry. Well, to me it does, said our lovesick scammer. I can go all out for my dream and for love. Please understand me. I want you. Maybe I do not want a younger man, said my viewer. Why? He asked. Why would I? She said. Because it doesn't matter if I'm younger or not, he tried. Look, said my viewer, I'm happy with my life as it is. Men only bring complications to a girl's life, and I have my fair share of it, so thanks, but no thanks. What matters is my love for you, he said. That's all you need. I'm sorry, you went for the bad man. I will never hurt a woman if they love me. I will love you back. What on earth are you babbling on about, she said, channeling my girls. Come on, you don't love me, there's no way. Yeah, that's what they all say. Seriously, I do not even know what exactly you're doing. Security? What do you secure? This part of your chat, he said. I don't like it. You're too serious. All I want is to establish a good talking relationship with you now, then tell you what I want. I want to date you. But you're not making things easy. What do you expect me to do? She asked. All I want is to feel your affection. We can start it slowly, not too fast, to avoid mistake. You just don't get it, do you? Said my viewer. I don't want to start anything with you. You know what? Let's end this here, shall we? No, he said. Why? What's wrong with me? I'm not good for you. I don't know, she said. Maybe you are, maybe you're not. Can't tell after 2 hours of convo, and you still avoid my questions. What do you secure? I was angry with the way you asked it, he said. Great, she said. Then we have at least one thing in common. I think the way you're only talking about yourself is very annoying. I'm sorry about that. It's only about you the whole time. You want a relationship. You want me to love you. Blah, blah, blah. It will take time for us to know each other. I'm sorry. You don't give a flying F what I want, she said. Can you love me, he asked. Okay, tell me. What do you want? At the moment, I don't think so, she said. Your English is very good, he tried. What? He said, in reply to her saying, ATM, I don't think so. Anyway, it's late, she said, and I need to shower and then go to sleep. Good night. Please, tell me what you mean by this. ATM. Good night, Mitch. Did you sleep well? Hey, she said, I'm having a short break at the moment. Back to work in 5. Okay, dear. I want to ask you a question. If you want to pick, the answer's no, she said. LOL, no, but when will that be possible? That's not the question, but answer it too. So? Your English is great, he said. Hurry up, she said, my break is over. How did you learn it? I've asked my question, so answer them, please. Okay, she said. Break is over. Talk to you later. Okay. How are you? He said. Good, I'm at home now, relaxing. What about you? Same. I'm trying to cook, but I'm tired. You're getting ready for your shift. No, it's not time yet. I want to cook. You're done cooking yet? She asked a bit later. Yes. Forgot that I eat. LOL, he said. What you doing? I mean, I've eaten. I actually fell asleep in front of my laptop, said my viewer. Sorry, he said. I think you're stressed. I'm very tired, she said. I'm going to bed early today. Taking a nap, said our scammer, is always good. Okay, I'll miss your questions and our chat. I'm not really stressed, she said, but I had clock change 2 weeks ago, and I always struggle with it. Oh, by the way, my dad is American. That's why my English is quite good. Well, good, he said. So where did you grow up? America or Germany? Germany, she said. I'm bilingual. Okay, I feel very happy each time we chat. I feel connected with you this little time I've known you. So your dad lived with you in Germany? Yes, he did, said my viewer. He worked for a US company that bought a German company my mum worked for. He came to Germany with the team that took over the control, and that's how my parents met. That's a good love story, he said. I like you, the way you talk. Well, at first, my mum hated my dad, LOL, she said. The way we communicate, like we've been friends for ages. The way you do now. She thought he was arrogant, continued my viewer. Almost the same thing with us, he said. Don't flatter yourself, said my viewer. I don't hate you. I know, he said. I'm happy you say this. It's a relief. By the way, are your girls living with you? She asked. No, I can't take care of them now. It's really very sad to say this to you. But I know you're an understanding woman. So their mother has custody? She asked. Yes, I will help her. I'm trying my best, Mitch. Are you there? A bit. Only half conscious, she said. How? What? Mitch, I'm a good man, okay? Just that sometimes things don't go how we wish. Huh? Asked my viewer. Believe me, I made some mistakes, but I know I'm a good man, and I will prove it to you. Everyone makes mistakes, said my viewer. No big deal. Okay, thanks. So tell me about your day. How did it go? I was working. Not much to say. You? Okay, well, I was watching film. I had to go to a friend's house. But I'm now at home writing to you. You've got to admire these scammers. They can never tell you what they did at work, but they spend a lot of time watching films and sleeping. Oh, and eating, obviously. You don't know how happy I am meeting you, someone I could share my troubles with. I wish you can also open up your heart and see I'm a very good man. Why did you have to go to your friend's home? She asked. What's that got to do with anything? I just want you to know that, he said. In reply to her asking, why did he have to go to a friend's home, he said, nothing. Don't you have friends you visit at home? Sure, she said, but then I go for a visit. Okay, but if you were online here, I'll prefer to talk to you. Can I ask you a question? Do you talk with other men here? I want to have you all by myself. I'll do anything possible for me to keep you by my side. I do talk to friends here, of course, she said. Like we do? He asked. None of your business, she said. Mitch, I want you. Hey, she said, don't you ever sleep? LOL, why do you ask? Check my time. I'm on night duty for the week, said our man, realising what time it was meant to be. I don't want to check your time, said my viewer. You tell me. You always come up with a question. That's always annoying me. Why? Well, if you care to know, it's 6:14 a.m. here. What's up? I guess that's my superpower, she said, and a gift from God, in reply to him saying that you always come up with a question that always annoy me. LOL, he said, but you always like to be the boss. Yesterday, you said something you don't like. I am who I am. Deal with it, she said. I'm dealing with it. And in reply to him saying, you said something you don't like, she said, did I? I think I did it by mistake. But in friendship, You have to listen to the other's opinion, not only yours, and don't hurt him or her with your word. No, he said, it's not a mistake. You know what you said. You said it not my business. Yes, you're right, it's not. But I care about you. That's why I asked, but you couldn't answer me. I do listen to friends, she said, but I don't consider a random guy on the internet a friend. It's that simple. As long as you don't hop on a plane and come here, you mean nothing to me. Sorry. I mean, sorry, not sorry. Hear yourself, he said. Yeah, she replied, and? Everything that will happen between us must start here, and start good. Would you rather I fake interest, she asked. You call me a random guy. I'm sorry, but I'm not. No, he said, but you have a very bad way of talking. I don't like that. You have to start good, so we can understand each other. Oh, she said. And in reply to him saying, you call me a random guy, I'm sorry, but I'm not, she said, oh, did we go to school together? I told you, I don't want to start anything with you. Which part don't you understand? Why, he said, I'm not good, or what? Come on, said my viewer. I'm not happy with your way of talking, he said, I'm telling you, honestly, I don't like it. We've been there, said my viewer. I don't know you, so how would I know if you're good enough? I'm trying to find a way for us, he said. But you aren't trying at all. You don't need to, she said. I'm not trying. Well, I don't know, but if you give me a chance, I'll show you. Anyway, break is over, she said. OK, have a nice day at work. You know, you're cross quite needy and clingy, right? I'd say that was an understatement. What, he said? Are you still working? No, I'm on my way home. Why? How was your day at work? Why you want to know whether I'm still at work? She said. Could have been worse. Will you also take that away from me? We're friends. How? He asked, in reply to her saying could have been worse. Why do you want to know? It's a simple question. Well, because I care. Why are you always asking me this question? Don't you want to talk to me? Because you seem almost like a stalker, she said. If a lady tells you she has no interest in you whatsoever, your reaction is obviously to ignore her wishes and keep pressuring to get what you want. To which our man replied, yes, because good things don't come easy. Can't you see how creepy that is? She asked. I believe you're not serious, he said. I'm a guy who's looking a lady for a serious relationship. Great, replied my viewer. Finally, the penny dropped. Congratulations. How often have I told you I'm not interested? It's okay, he said. I'll stop pressuring you. Thank you, replied my viewer. Thanks for the ride so far. I hope we talk about good things in the future. Chat with your other suitors, he said. Huh? Yes, thank you, he said. Now you're acting like a hurt child, replied my viewer. Of course I'm hurt, but it's life. Not all you want you. If you acted the same way during your marriage, I understand why she divorced you. Enough of this, please, he said. Enough, before I lose it. Don't you ever say something like that to me, ever. Please. So you're telling me now I'm an ugly old witch, and if I don't take a chance with you, I'll be lonely forever. Is that it? LOL. Now I see, he said. Not at all. Please, I'm not ready to take unfriendly word from you again. And underneath that, my viewer typed, and this is the end of Morris Smile, so far. I hope you enjoyed this edition of Viewers Go Scam Baiting. If you did, please like it, please share it, please comment down below, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again in another video.